Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome to an update video in which I'm going to be talking a little bit about a life update that has recently happened that may also cause may impact the channel a little bit, which I'll get into, but basically this past week on October 11th, 2020, I began a job at Amazon at the Amazon warehouse, and basically, working 40 hours a week, 10 hours a day. 10 hours a day, 4 hours a week. For the first while or whatever, it's probably going to take me some time to get used to things, and I'll probably be very tired, when I get home and whatnot. And so that may impact, whether or not I'm willing, I have the energy, the motivation to record a YouTube video. But like I said, I have a 3-day break. So in that time, I feel like I probably will be able to consistently, assuming I tend to upload these days, even if it's just Monday, Wednesday, even if it's just a video Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, a 20-minute video that's an hour of footage, I can probably manage to upload and record an hour of footage, at some point during the week. But don't be surprised, like I said, if it is a bit slower, or if I don't hit the 3 videos a week or whatever. But ideally, I'll hopefully try to, I would like to get my channel, rejuvenated to a point where, I'm uploading, a video every, 5 videos a week, Monday through Friday or whatever. But, we'll do what we can. And so basically, you're just gonna update the video. I forgot to mention actually, but the game you're seeing is Spelunky 2, which I've been playing a lot of. I've just put it here to so everybody has something to look at. My quick review of it is that it's very good. If you like Spelunky 1, I'll recommend Spelunky 2. I'd say it's a bit more difficult, if not just because of the enemies, or there are more enemy types that can kind of screw you over. But to actually speak about the job, my experience at Amazon so far, like I said, I've completed 1 week, and I should be getting paid tomorrow, which is pretty nice. Right, so far, right, okay, my first day, I will say, was very stressful. I'd say in general, I am very stressed out with what I'm doing, and I would like to transfer at some point, because I am not confident that I'm doing a very good job, and feel like I could do a better job at something else, because I'm worried about being fired or whatever before I'm able to transfer. But I'll get into that later on. But basically, so I started on Sunday, October 11th, and there's me and maybe like 5 other new hires or whatever got there, and some of them looked maybe. Most of them I think looked pretty young. Because everybody's wearing like a face mask, you can't really tell. But most of them I think looked like pretty young kids. So some of them maybe were like 30, maybe. Like there was like a one lady that looked like maybe like 30-ish, maybe. I'm not really sure. But the first thing that right at the beginning, the first thing that I thought was that put me off a lot and was very stressful, was that they basically, I guess, before you went to the before your first day, you were emailed some these little these little training videos that you had to watch, but that had to be completed before your first day. Okay, and then on the first day, they wanted you to complete even more little training videos or whatever, but for whatever reason, I guess the day that I started was the day that they basically started doing something where you would now complete the videos on your phone. And so basically, I get there, and the lady kind of introduces herself, and she basically just says, "Everybody, pull out your phones and open the Amazon app, the Amazon app or whatever." And so there I am, kind of freaking out because I don't have my phone with me. Cause my phone that I have is an HTC One, which I think is like 2012, 2013, and I guess it's too old and is not actually compatible with the Amazon A to Z employee app. And so I don't have it with me. Like even if I did have it, it wouldn't have been compatible with the app. And also, I just don't bring my phone everywhere I go. And so I'm the only one without a phone there, and I'm like, I don't have a phone. But they were able to accommodate for me. Like they gave me like a Kindle, but you could tell that it was very like they were kind of they were worried themselves. Like they were all like, he doesn't have a phone. What should we do? But they were able to give me like a Kindle and have me log in on someone else's. I guess like on like an Amazon provided Kindle, I guess. Even though they were able to, accommodate for me, like I do personally, I personally disagree with the, I don't know, just even asking the, your employee, like even asking them to take out, even asking your employees or whatever to, take out their cell phones or whatever, because I don't know, it seems sort of almost discriminatory in my eye, like to me, like, there very well could have been, homeless people, in that, first day there, trying to get their life into shape or whatever, and then you just tell them, everybody take out your phone, and like you're just assuming that everybody has a phone with them. Like I realized, I guess that's the age we live in, but I don't know, it rubbed me the wrong way. But basically, what I'm doing is called ICQA, which is like I think it's inventory count and quality assurance or something like that. And basically what I'm doing is basically just going around counting, Amazon, the warehouse that I work at basically has all of its merchandise, stored in these little bins. When I say bins, some of some of them are like just cardboard drawers, and some of them are like just shelves of stuff basically. And basically I have a scanner that tells me which bin to go through. Like it has like basically coordinates of these little letter codes that are pretty much coordinates of the warehouse, and it tells me which bin to go to. And so I go to the bin, I scan it to verify that I am at that bin, like I'm not like accidentally scanning the wrong bin or something, and I'm not accidentally counting the wrong bin or something. And so then what I do is I open the bin, I look inside of it, I count all the items in it, and I input that number. I input how many items were in the bin, and then I go to the next bin. And I also, while I'm at it, if there are any items that are like clearly broken, I would mark that and like put like a little sticker on it. I would like mark it on the scanner. I would like press the problem button and like report a problem, item broken or whatever. Or if another common one is suspected theft. Like if you see a package of like candy where it's like a 6-pack candy bars, and it's like the box is open and like there's only 5 left or whatever, you would mark that as like theft and put a sticker on it or whatever. And so the way it works is, I guess, Amazon has like a virtual inventory of how many items they have in their warehouse. When someone brings an item in and puts it in the bin, which are called stowers, the stowers come in, I guess they get the items from somewhere, and they stow them in the bins, and then they scan the item and they scan the bin, and the virtual inventory updates, saying +1 item, or if they put 3 items in the bin, it'll say +3 items, I guess. And so what I basically just go around and scan the bins, making sure that the virtual inventory is correct. And so the way it works is, if if what I count, so if the virtual inventory says that, you know, there are no items in a certain bin, I go there, I see that there are no items, I put 0, I press enter, immediately the scanner turns green and I go to the next bin. But let's say the virtual inventory says that there are 10 items in there, but I only count 9. What'll happen then is the inventory will, the scanner will basically say, like, please confirm your counting, and then that's my chance to go back and double check that there are actually 9 items, and then, you know, I double check. I input how many I put. You know, I input 9 again or whatever. I input it, and I go to the next bin. Now the stressful part is that they don't actually tell you how many. They don't tell you what the virtual inventory is, so you don't really know, because sometimes the virtual inventory could be that the virtual inventory is simply off. But I find usually I feel like most of the time the virtual inventory is correct. And so whenever it tells me to confirm my counting, I get really stressed out, feeling like I've miscounted, and feeling like I've missed an item somewhere, that there's something hidden in the bin somewhere, or I'm just I'm counting the same thing twice by accident, losing my count and just messing up or whatever. And because every time it happens that you count something, if my count differs from the virtual inventory, they send someone else. They send the next level up in what I'm doing. Basically, they send someone else to come along and basically scan every item just to verify that my count was correct. And if my count was correct, the stower that was supposed to whoever last interacted with the bin gets an error marked against them. And if my count was incorrect, I get a mark against me. Which to me it's just very stressful, because I'm very worried about getting too many errors and just getting fired or whatever. And so if I can, I would like to transfer to something like Stow or what's called pick, where you go around and take the items and move them to the conveyor belt or whatever, so they can be moved to where they can go be packaged and shipped to customers. Because I feel like what I'm doing is definitely the most, I don't know, a lot of people that do ICQA just seem to say that it's very easy and just very boring, I guess. But to me, it just seems like it's the one that's the most brain, intensive. I get, it's just counting, but to me, I don't know, I tend to miscount a lot. I count, I'll get to 10 or 7 or 8 or whatever, and then I kind of forget, was the thing that I just counted 7, or was 7 the thing that I was about to count? If that makes sense. Or if you're counting very thin items, you might accidentally, imagine if you're counting sheets of paper. Sometimes 2 sheets of paper stick to each other, and so you might count 2 by accident. And I'm never actually counting sheets of paper, but some of the items are very thin and do stick to each other. It's also very very stressful. Sometimes you're counting bins with literally over 100 little boxes in them, like 100 little packs of playing cards or something. And when you count that many, if you count 102 and you input 102 and it turns green, and it's actually a really good sense of accomplishment. You're oh yeah, I counted it right. But if you get the wrong count or whatever, it can be very stressful, because it's oh man, this is my last chance to go through this, these 100 cards and verify that I'm actually correct or whatever. So yeah, hopefully, uh, yeah, I would like to transfer if possible. um, but you have to like be like you can only apply for a transfer, I think 30 days after your employment. And right now, um, because it's like peak season, for like the majority of orders are being made and whatnot, and the activities is at its busiest. Some, to my understanding, some warehouses are basically just saying are basically delaying all transfers until like the first of the year. So hopefully I can make it until then. But even though I suppose even if I do get fired, I can always, I guess, reapply and hopefully get pick or something the next time. And apparently I believe there are other options, like there's packing, which I guess you actually pack the items into the boxes. And I think there's something called there's something called ShipDock, which I don't believe. When I first heard people talking about ShipDock, I first thought it was like you know doing something with like boats or whatever. Like you're actually doing something, you know, working at a dock, like a pier or whatever. But I believe it's actually something different, where like you're stacking. I guess it's like stacking boxes up in trucks or something. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's a summary of my first week. Like I said, it's been very stressful, but when you're actually, I guess, like in a role, and like like all the things you're counting are fairly basic. You just like count this 6, count this 10, count this 8, and you're just going from bit to bin. Like it's not too bad, and it's time goes by pretty quickly. Like I said, 10-hour days on my feet. My feet yesterday, honestly, I thought were about to fall off, and I really didn't know if I could make it another day. But I did manage to make it another day, and now able to rest for 3 days. When I get my paycheck, I do want to get some much better shoes, because I believe that the shoes could make or break the experience. Because right now I'm just using like these very cheap shoes that I got for gardening or whatever. But yeah, that's been my little update. Personally, I don't really have too many like big complaints. Like it's mainly just, I guess, just feeling negatively about my own performance. But I don't really have too many, I guess, I mean, I hate Amazon. Like I'm not really like that or whatever. I know a lot of people. Like this is just my personal opinion, but I guess a lot of people, a lot of the complaints I see. I'm not sure if I should say this, but like just a lot of people seem to see a lot of I see a lot of like complaints on the internet about Amazon, where it just seems like the person feels entitled to Jeff Bezos's money, I guess. But I don't really have too many complaints in that regard. Um, yeah, hopefully I get used to it. Hopefully I'm able to transfer. Hopefully it leads to bigger and better things, because it is decent money, and you know um, do this for a while could save up a bit, and like I said, move on to something else, and I don't know, do something even better. But no, in the meantime, I do want to get this channel going again, and hopefully this channel also has a brighter future, and can uh, bring entertainment to many. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Uh, Thank you for keeping with me all these years, and stay tuned for more next time. Till next time, live it out. One little addition, actually, I forgot to mention was, I just wanted to say that it is actually interesting to see, I guess, the inner workings of the Amazon warehouse, and to see what goes into like people's packages getting to them. I remember when on my very first day, the person that was like instructing us took us up like this like flight of stairs, and basically when I got up the stairs, I just saw over, like in the distance, there was like just this conveyor belt with cardboard boxes of like, I guess, packages is slowly going along. It was just like a slowly flowing river of cardboard boxes, and it looked almost kind of majestic almost. It was kind of interesting. And also just like one thing that can kind of break up the monotony I found is just seeing what is in all the different boxes. Like there's a ton of Monopoly boards I found. I never realized Monopoly, I guess, was so popular, but it's like I've seen so many Monopoly boards, different types of Lego sets, a lot of Minecraft Lego sets. Where the Power Rangers action figures. I'm like, oh man, that's kind of cool. Yesterday I saw like a poop emoji plushie, some party game about memes. My first day, I remember seeing these Japanese ear cleaning sticks. Like you come across some interesting stuff. Though like that said, a lot of it is just like you know animal feed, or so like a protein powder and stuff like that. But you do get some just like things that just make you go, huh? Like whenever there's a book, or I am trying to do the work and move along at a somewhat brisk pace. But like if there is this like one book in a bin, I usually will just like look at the title and like just see what it is. That's always a bit neat. Another thing also is this might be a little bit weird, but I do find that I think like pretty much everyone that was like in my little group on the first day, like has been coming back each day or whatever. Like I was kind of wondering, on the second day, like I wonder if there was anyone that just kind of just quit or whatever, like if they didn't like it and they were just gonna they just decided not to come back. But everyone that was like in my little group on the first day, I'm pretty sure I've seen them again, which in a way kind of it's kind of heartwarming, I guess, and the kind of motivates me a little bit to motivates me also to keep going and coming, seeing that hey, these people had the the willpower and the motivation to wake up early in the morning and get to it. So can I. But yeah, that's, I think, for the most part, all I really wanted to say. I think I actually might have gone on a little bit longer than the Splunky I recorded, so this might just be a black screen right now, which I apologize. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, Liquid out.